Inside a bright and colorful screen world, 4 cartoon kids were sitting together happily. Mariam was sitting in the middle, smiling confidently. Mohammad was sitting beside her, relaxed and cheerful. Yahya was clapping his hands with excitement. Little Sulaiman was giggling and hugging his teddy bear. Everything felt safe, warm, and playful. Mariam said happily, "I love our screen world." Mohammad smiled and said, "It's fun here." Yahya laughed and said, "Let's play again." Sulaiman clapped and said, "Yay!" Suddenly, the light around them flickered. The colors of the screen moved strangely. The glow became brighter, then dimmer. Mariam looked around and said softly, "Did you see that?" Mohammad tilted his head and asked, "Why is the light moving?" Yahya stopped clapping and said, "What's happening?" Sulaiman held his teddy tighter and said quietly, The screen made a strange sound. Crack, crack. Before they could react, boom! The screen broke open. All 4 kids slipped and fell out of the screen and landed inside a real human house, right in the living room. Mariam looked around in shock and said, This is a real house." Yahya jumped up and shouted, "We came out of the screen." Mohammad stood up slowly and said, "Everything looks so big." Little Sulaiman looked scared and asked, "Where is Mama?" There was a sofa, a table, and things lying on the floor. Sunlight was coming through the window. It looked exactly like a real home. Then Mohammad noticed a pair of shoes. He wore one big shoe and started wobbling. Mohammad laughed and said, "These shoes are like boats." Sulaiman climbed inside the other shoe and said happily, "This is my new house." Everyone laughed. They walked into the bathroom. Yahya turned the tap with curiosity. Water started flowing fast, and the sink filled up like a tiny swimming pool. Yahya shouted, "Swimming time!" Mariam said nervously, "Hey, turn it off. Water will come out." Suddenly, the soap slipped onto the floor. Whoosh! Everyone started slipping. Sulaiman laughed loudly and said, "This is ice skating." The bathroom was full of water, slipping feet, and laughter. Then they went into the kitchen. Mohammad picked up a cereal box, but it slipped from his hands. Cereal and milk spilled all over the floor. Mohammad said shyly, "Oops, I'm sorry." Yahya looked at the floor and said, "Crunchy floor."